Welcome back to the GODSUccess Teach and Pray. The verses are Ephesians chapter 3, verses 14 through 21, and the topic is with God in days of pandemic. I also want to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, and share to everyone. Need a custom prayer? Send a prayer request to sisterofstrength.us. This is yours truly, your MC and engineer, His Excellency Dakar, and I am the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools, as well as Director of Operations at GODSU. And here at Dakar Marketing Tools, we are an international graphic and printing company providing you with all of your marketing needs to help you and your company grow. Our popular products are GODSU rings, like you see before you. We also do GODSU pins. We also do GODSU African American History Bibles that you see before you. And you know African American History Month is coming up. So you definitely want to put that on your to-do list to get. And also we have our GODSU magazines that you see before us right here. There it is. And also we do banners, flyers, branded golf shirts, branded jackets like you've seen all week. And we also do digital business cards as well as printed business cards. And we turn your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. And now, without any further ado, we have our leader for the day, Miss Black Florida Talented Teen, the Miss Black USA title holder for the Sunshine State, Sudan A.L. Eubanks. Please take us away.
Oh, may God please bless everybody listening to this and everybody that's part of the production. Amen. Today's verses are Ephesians 3:14-21, and the topic is with God in days of pandemic. There are several things I want to do in today's sermon that don't necessarily all flow together very smoothly, but I think that's okay. If you find anything these days that's flowing together smoothly, let me know. I'd love to see it. We have a sweet passage before us today. If it could have been chosen for any number of reasons, but the primary portion I've been drawn to this is verses 16 through 17. And in our ESV, it reads like we're starting the middle of the sentence, but NIV expresses the thought well. 16, I pray that out of his glorious riches he may strengthen you with power, his spirit, and inner being. And 17, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. Paul is praying that the Father will strengthen us with power through the work of his Spirit, such that we will think and speak and live by faith, such that we will be more fully transformed into his likeness, more aligned with him in our inner being, to walk in a manner worthy of our calling. And for one, our inner being is the place where we're strengthened by his Spirit. As Paul wrote to the Corinthians 2, in Corinthians 2, 4 through 16, our outer self is wasting away, but our inner self is being renewed day by day. This is the place where we're strengthened by with the Spirit's power to trust Jesus and then to live in that trust. I can't think of a better word for us to hear this morning than this. I can't think of a more appropriate or timely word. These are not days in which it's easy to live by faith. All of the things we were hearing about coronavirus, even just a few weeks ago, feel up in the air right now. It doesn't just hit older and immune compromised people. Children are not entirely unthreatened by it. Many will be hospitalized by it. If ever there were a time when our eyes could be drawn away from Christ towards the wave of fear and doubt, right now is such a time. And if even our trust could be fixed in the good intentions of our persistent efforts, right now is such a time. Our safety as we see it is tied up with how consistently and thoroughly wash our hands, how consensually we maintain our social distance, how deliberately we sequester ourselves from public life. But that's not where our safety comes from. That's how our health is maintained. Yes, each of these disciplines is important in a time of pandemic, and as we've stated, adhering to them is not just an exercise in self protection, it's also how we best love one another. But our faith is not fixed in these practices, they are the ultimate means by which we're kept safe. Safe. Um, I'm Sudan Eubanks. I'm on the board at GODSU for social media and apps. Thank you.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. Program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual, Interfaith, and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and/or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Musafor, billionaire builder and dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olawale, President of Fraser Net and Fraser Nation and Power Networking Conference, Dean, His Excellency Dr. George Fraser. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, PhD, Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, PhD, Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU, Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, JD, PhD, Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean George Fraser, PhD, Personal Development Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, PhD, Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman, Associate Professor, Theology Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake, Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency